Welcome back to the Corey Bak'n Show. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at the veg/grow peaceful corner. Now, I initially started this video where I was germinating all these seeds right here, and I'm going to get into these in just a minute. And then I put these in here and got these started. So once I started the videos, we'll have something to look at. But I kind of screwed that whole process up. So I started all over, but I'm going to wind up with the end product that I wanted anyway. But what we have over here is 18 plants. Let me make sure I'm correct here. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So that's 17 plants because one of them did die off on here. But what these here are 2 strains. I have 9 of this strain over here, which is the, I think this is a Simple Jack. Just make sure here. Yeah, the Simple Jack. And then over here, the Mighty Ho. And we're going to get into this, to get more into this here in just a second. Now over here in the Grow Peaceful corner, I have the 2 new strains that they sent me out. This one here is the Forbidden Runts, and this one here is the Strawberry Gorilla. The Forbidden Runts, both of them actually came up out of the soil on the same day. Was it September the 28th? I planted the seeds on September the 25th, and came, both, like I said, both of them came up. I call it day 1, September the 28th. This here, Forbidden Runts, it has a 9-week finishing time. So roughly about the first week of December, somewhere in that ballpark, this one should be done. And this one here, the Strawberry Gorilla, has a 10-week finishing time. So the following week after that one here, this one here should be in that ballpark of being done. Now, those times aren't, written in stone. They're just a guesstimated time frame, that they give you. But I'm sure they ran these so many times that they know pretty much when they're going to be ready. But it also depends on your your environment. And my environment might be a little different from the way they grow, so it might vary for a week or so. Nothing more than a week. But like I said, that's what we have going on here. I was contacted by Jeremy by Grow Peaceful yesterday, and he informed me that he sent me out another bucket. So we're gonna have another bucket in here just for a short period of time. It's eventually gonna wind up over here in this 2x2, but I'm gonna put it in here just to get it started with these other 2 here. I was going out of town for a little while, just got back today, so just trying to get everything situated. These things started prior to me leaving. I was only gone for a couple days, so prior to me leaving. And everything looks good. Might get these a little, there's a little water down at under this, the top there. And they're growing fantastically. These are doing really, really good. So not gonna mess with them. I did give them water. And then I had somebody that was here give them a little bit of water while I was going. So it's just straight pH, and over here, pH 6.5. I say if you're between 6 and 7, you should be good to go. But if you just stay 6.5, you can't go wrong. And that's all you give in these plants, the whole run. Now what I'm gonna do differently, not necessarily differently, because the last one I did add a trellis net. I'm gonna do a little bit more training to these plants this time here. I moved the Spider Farmer light from my the laundry room 2x4, and I brought it out here, and I'm gonna use it out here from now on. This is the SF2000 by Spider Farmer, and it's going to power this tent here and these 2 plants, because like I said, the third one is on its way, and I don't know the strain yet, but the third one is on its way. It's going to start off in here, but then eventually going to wind up over here. So let me get into these plants over here. Now, over here, like I said, I have 9 of one and 8 of the other. I started off with 10 seeds of each, and I put them in some water. I soaked them in water for 24 hours. Then after the water, I put them in paper towels and let the root system start that way. Then after the roots started there, I took those rooted seedlings and I dropped them in this cocoa here. Now, of the 10 of 10. I did 10 of each one, excuse me. Only 9 germinated. Now, since they germinated and started growing, I did lose one more, and that one was on the mighty hoe side of the house, so I lost that one here. So that leaves me 8 of these over here and 9 of these. And these are all regular seeds, and these were sent to me by one of the subscribers that been in contact, talking to each other, and he's also a grower and a breeder, and he had his own strains, and he said he'd like to send me some of them out so I can grow them out, and me and the fellas can do a smoke review on them. So these are, and all the seeds were regular. He sent me 5 different strains, so I only started with 2, these 2 here, and like I said, that's the Mighty Hoe and the Simple Jack. Now the Mighty Hoe, if I'm not mistaken, is, hold on for 1 second, I'm gonna get the container so you can see. All right, we're back. Now, these are the 5 he sent me. And I'm not gonna say the guy's name because I wasn't sure if he wanted me to say his name on on a camera or whatever, video, excuse me. So I'm not going to. But like I said, the Mighty Hoe is the GM Hoe times Mighty Mouse. So that's what that is. Hope you can see that. And then the Simple Jack, that's this one here. This is a secret line. He doesn't give me any lineage on this one here. It's called the Simple Jack. Hope y'all can see that. So yeah, those are the 2 we starting off with. Now the other ones he sent me was, this is called batch 47. And I'm not sure, it doesn't give me any information on the lineage. And this one is OG's with an S, OG. That's a secret line also. I hope y'all can see that. And then Crazy Sour, I think that's what this is. Or Cozy Sour, I guess. Crazy. All right, Crazy Sour is Sour D times Crazy. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be skunk or suka. It's SUKA, or handwriting isn't that clear, but it's something like that. So those are the 5 strains he sent me, and like I said, we only started with these 2 here, and that was the Mighty Hoe and the Simple Jack, and that's what we got there. So I'm gonna put these down, and I'll get a little bit more into these because, like I said, all of these are regular seeds. So instead of me trying to grow these out to get to a certain size and try to figure out which ones are males and females, I did the Farmer Freeman sex test kit, and this is how they come. I didn't use all of them. It's 10 in each pack, and I got 2 of them. So I sent these in, and I should be getting results back for those in the next few days. If we can, I'll take you off the tripod just a second, but each one of them have a tag in it. I just cut one of the leaves off and put it with the kit. You have to go through the directions there, and sent it in. And I'm just waiting for the results, so we can bypass sitting here trying to grow these all the way out, so we figure out which ones are the males and the females. So this way, I'll know what the females are right off the bat, and I can kill off the males. Now, what my goal is to have 4, and I'm looking at direction because my 5x5 tent is that way, and 4x4 and a 2x2.5 is over that way. So I'm looking over the area because those are the 2 tents I want to use. And I want 4 of one of the strains, and maybe 6 if I get lucky of another strain, of the other strain. because on a 4x4, I'm gonna run those pots in those. Oh no, I did. Excuse me, correction. I'm either gonna do 4 or 5 of those plants in there. Depends on how many I get, how many females I get here. If I wind up getting 5 or 6 somewhere in that ballpark, or one of them, that's when I'll use the additional 2x2.5, and I'll just put 1 plant in that tent, maybe 5 plants in the 4x4, and then in the 5x5, because that's in the air cube ebb and flow system by Growpeaceful. Those plants will be in there. And I like using just the 4 buckets because the plants get pretty damn big and the cocoa in there. So like I said, it depends on, once I get the results back, find out what my numbers are, then that's how we're going to divide the plants up. Now, if I do get a lot of females in this batch here, what I will do is open up my laundry room grow, because there's nothing growing back there. Right now, I just have the plants from, the outside. So if you've been following my channel, you know I had an outside grow, and I chopped those plants down. I mentioned in the video that was the 30th of the 29th of September, but actually it was the 30th of September that day there. And I cut those plants down and I hung those in my gazebo out there because the weather has been cool in this area for, until the last couple of days, and it went back up to the 70s. But what happened, I cut them down early because of you've seen it if you watched the other videos, because of all the rain we were getting. So I've since taken them from out of that gazebo and brought them in the house, and I have them back there finishing up drying in the 4x4 in the laundry room. So what I would do in coming weeks, if I get an abundance of female plants here, I will open up the laundry room and grow out the plants in there too. So my goal was initially, just because I'm not to change the subject, but y'all know I just had my left hip replaced. Well, I'm gonna have the right hip replaced probably the end of the year or beginning of next year. With the time frame right now, it's the January time frame I'm shooting for. So what I'm trying to do is get a harvest done in between that time. So from now until maybe mid-January at the latest, I would like to get this hip replaced, because my son is getting married March the 1st, and I want to go through, and it takes pretty much a month to get yourself back to where you're moving freely and can do some things. I ain't dancing or nothing like that, but I can definitely move up and down the stairs without a cane, and my mobility is much better than it was, and even my sleeping. But back to the plants. So I wanted to get a harvest done prior to me having that neck surgery. So that's why I went here and had the sex test done, so I can get the results back as quickly as possible, and then possibly flip these plants to flower. The date is October the 7th. They are really small, so it'll be really hard for me to flip these to flower. Now, maybe 2 weeks. So I'm looking around maybe like the 21st of October. I could flip these. If I get some nice size out of them, I could flip these to flower. That would be perfect. So that's what my goal here is with these here, to get this run done prior to mid-January. Because mid-January I'm going down again, and I'm gonna be down for like pretty much a month. Just the same process I did this last one here outside of having the outside growth to deal with too. But I'll definitely have some things in order differently than I did before. I'll have some videos already set aside, some watch videos or something to just fill in while I'm recovering from that surgery there. And we just and I'll definitely have clones of these here, because I'll definitely run them more than once. So my clone dome is right up here. And what we'll do is I have clones of those. I can keep my family members to keep them alive for me until I'm up and going again. And then somewhere maybe February timeframe, mid-February timeframe, I could start those clones that I kept, just flip them to flower and keep the cycle going again, and be done with my surgeries. So I shouldn't have no problem going into next year in the summertime, the outside grow the whole 9. And if you also follow me, I got a vegetable channel too. So what I'm gonna do now is take you off the tripod. I did enough talking, so y'all can see what these both look like. And just to let y'all know, this is the the next the season inside. Also forgot to mention I got my Spider Farmer humidifier, 6-liter humidifier right there, and I have a splitter on it, and it's actually running into both of these tents right here. As you can see, the hose there and the hose there. I've used it this way in the past and it works fine. So I love this humidifier though. But this time of year, the humidity in here right now is sitting at 49. Let me see if you can see that. I'll take that out of there. It's 79 degrees and 49 now. The tent has been open for a little while now, because when I first came in, it was in the 50s. So I could turn the humidifier on and get it just a little tad higher, and maybe I'll go ahead and do that today. But yeah, let me get you over here. And you can see, like I said, it's the Spider Farmer SF 2000 power in this run here. And we're gonna have these two hairs are gonna grow together. And like I mentioned already, that when we get the third bucket, it's gonna wind up in that tent there by itself. But that's how these girls looking so far. Nice growth on them, nice and healthy. No complaints whatsoever. And that's the info on each one. Yeah, so that's what Peaceful. This is going to be eventually just the Grow Peaceful corner, because these plants here, like I said, we're going to be shipped over to the 5x5 and the 4x4, and it'll just be that next Grow Peaceful that's coming in the mail and being there. So it'll just be the 3 of these growing over here, and obviously this one will be here, be behind these here, but somewhere mid-December time frame, Christmas time, it'll probably be ready to come down. But let's get in here closer to these. And you can see the tags, excuse my finger there, the ID tags in each one of the solo cups. It's identifying with each one of the samples that I sent in. So I'll know which ones are male, which ones females, and I can do what I need to do. As you can see, all of them are nice and healthy, no problems. Just that one that didn't make it. Came up out of there, started growing, but then just stopped. So no big deal. Got plenty of other ones in here. So we should definitely have at least, I'm hoping, 4 and 4 females at the minimum. But yeah, everything here looks great. And this what this season here is looking like. And again, we'll be running, I'm not sure which side is going to be what. I'm waiting to see how many of I get of females at each one, and that will determine who's going into the air cube system in the 5x5, and it'll just be 4 of those. And then what I'm also considering doing here is buying an auto pot system, 4 or 6 one, or if I do the 4-site one, and that's probably, if I do the auto pot, I'll probably do the 4-site one, and to put the 5th plant inside that Gorilla 2x2.5 that's sitting over there, and just put it in a 3-gallon pot and cocoa also. But yeah, I've been watching a few videos a day with the auto pot, and I really like that system. It's similar to the air cube system, so it'd be nice to just see them side by side and see how they work, growing up pretty much the same strains. Now it won't be the same strain. There'll be 2 different strains, but I might mix things up a little bit just to see the difference. If I can take maybe 2 of these Simple Jacks and put it in the 5x5, along with 2 of these Mighty Hoes in the 5x5, and then 2 and 2 into the 4x4, and just mix them up that way, so I can see if there's any difference in growth. Because what I'm also considering doing this run here, if you watch my videos, and I just got into this cocoa thing in the last few runs, and this is the very first time I've used cocoa to start my plants, and it works fantastic. So I definitely will do this and continue to do this. But what I was also considering doing is that I've seen other growers, when they're mixing their cocoa, they put earthworm castings, perlite, and such in the mix. So what I was wondering, I don't put anything in it. I just go whatever's in the bag. That's what we're rocking with, and it's worked fantastically for me up to this point. So, but I was thinking about just try something that's a little different, using one of the tents. If I don't put it on the air, well, I guess it could be on that air cube system. I mean, autopot system. Taking one of the tents and mixing up the cocoa like that with the earthworm castings, perlite, and the cocoa. They doing 30 or like 50% cocoa, another maybe 30%. What it will be 30% earthworm castings, and then the last 20% perlite. I've seen a couple different people doing it and using different ratios, so I'm going to figure that part of it out. But yeah, I'm definitely considering doing it because I have everything I need to do it. So even if I don't do the autopot system, and even if I do it or don't do it, I'm still going to do a mix like that in that 4x4, just to try something different, to see if the growth is any different, and so on and so forth. I'll be using 3-gallon pots in both. The air cube system is pretty much just 3-gallon pots. So I got some 3-gallon hard pots, similar to these things here. As a matter of fact, that bottom one down there is a 3-gallon. Growing up, the 4 of them in that size pot there with the cocoa mix, and see if there's some kind of difference there, and how they grow, so on and so forth. Because I'll be feeding them with the Floraflex nutrient line, along with some silica, and I'm going to be doing Power SI this run. Everybody was talking about my silica that I've been using, and it works, but I've used Power SI in the past, and it does do the job even better than the junk that you kind of use. But is it really necessary? Well, maybe I might even do this: use one tent, the silica that I'm using currently, the General Hydroponic. I think that's who makes that Silica Blast, and then use the Power SI, the Veg and the Bloom, in the other tent, and let's compare and see how sturdy the plants are, how they look, and all that good stuff. So we can just have some comparison, do a little something different. But yeah, I'm just rattling on. But that's what the plants look like. That's my plan for this season here. This is the first episode, and it definitely won't be the last. I'm trying to give you definitely weekly, maybe bi-weekly episode on these plants here. But here in the beginning, I'll definitely, whatever updates, as a matter of fact, as soon as the results come in, I'm going to put that a little short video out then too, because I want this one here to go up the starter video. Like, I've done this video 2 times now, and it hasn't made it to YouTube. So this one here is going to make it. I'm about to put this one up in the next 2 days or so, and once the results come in, I'll throw that one up there too. Okay, we're back. We're going to just go over the results of the veg plants that I have in here, the seedlings, that I have in here. 17 seedlings. The 2 strains that are in here are the Mighty Ho on the right, and the Simple Jack on the left. Now, put my coat back in. What is the hell's the name of this thing? Farmer Freeman, sends your results back via email. So, this is kind of what it looks like. Now, each one of the numbers on the side here, ID, that's the ID tag, and it's letting you know if it's male or female. And I already looked at all of them. Out of the 17 plants I have in here, 12 of them are females, 5 of them are males. So we're gonna go through now and just pull out all the males. So tag number ZY64574 is a male. So I believe the ZY64 side was over here. Yeah, ZY64574. That's 80. So 7677.
578 5 7 4. One more time. ZY64574 is a male. So this is a male. So we'll call that one. The next male, and it was only 2 males out of the mighty hooves. The ZY64580, and that was the one right up here, I believe. Yeah, the ZY64580 is a male. So these are only 2 males that come from that side. Now, since I had more than one kit, I go to the other side here. And these are all the simple jack size here, and it was 3 males in that group, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So we have ZY64123 is the first male. All right, ZY64123. ZY64123 is a male. So we call that one. The next male was ZY64125. Alright, so you'll see that one here. ZY64125. That was another one, and there's one more in there. 126. One right next to it. ZY64126. Make sure here. ZY64126. And that's that one there. These are the 5. The 5 males here that got called. Look, real healthy looking plants too. All of them. Have no complaints about this strain here. This 2 strains that I'm running here that the subscriber sent me. So far so good, man. It's definitely some dynamite looking weed. So we got rid of the males. So we know these 12 here are females, and we have 6 of the simple jacks and 6 of the mighty hoes, for a total of 12. So that's how the setup is going to be. And now remember, I did say we're using a 5x5 and a 4x4, and also the 2x2.5. The 5x5, since I do have 6, now we're going to let these grow up a little bit more and see if any of them start looking rough. But if they continue to look like they look right now, I might just go ahead and run all 6 of them, and I'll just add actually the other 2 buckets for the air cube system is sitting right up here. I'll add those 2 back to that system there and run 6 in there, and I'm sitting over here debating just a second ago, should I get the autopot system? And the reason why I'm debating it is I got some news today that from my doctor. I went in for my first physical, first exam since I had the surgery, and everything's great. Everything's going real well. So they told me today that I can have the other one done, the right one, because it needs to be done also. I can get that done now also, but I wasn't expecting to get it done until maybe December, January time frame. But they told me today I can have it done on November the 19th. So I decided to go ahead and do it. So which is going to somewhat cause a problem with my grows here, because during that first week or 2, I'm gonna be down. But my wife told me she'll hold it down for me. So these here, the the Growpeaceful Autoflowers here, all it is straight water. So shouldn't have no problem holding those 2 down. These here won't, and it'll be one more of those will be here. These will no longer be here. within the next, I'm gonna say, few days, I'm gonna go ahead and transplant these into their next homes and let them get off and on. But back to the 4x4 over there, I was debating should I go ahead and get the auto pot system, but I don't want to put six plants in that tent, that 4x4. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there. I might just do 5, but I don't want my wife to have to come down here and water these every day because they're in this cocoa. So that's kind of what my dilemma is. Again, I might just, and they look so healthy. Goodness gracious, I don't see anything in here. One plant out of the 12 in here, just kind of small, and that would be this Mighty Hoe. That's all the way in the back here. And she took off a little slower than the rest. But for the most part, she's done caught back up and she's good to go. So I'm not sure. I said initially I only wanted to do 4 in a 5x5, 4 or 5 over in the 4x4, and 1 over in the 2x2.5. So I still have to figure out that over there. Now I could hook my system back up over there and just run it out of my system, but I'm not too sure. I have to put newts in here, and I never ran my watering system with newts. It's just been all straight water, and I come hand feed the newts. So I have to really figure this one out. And then coming weeks, today is the October the 10th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, October the 10th. So I have all the way to November the 19th to get everything in line before I go into the night one more time. Now, I did get the new light for the 5x5. That's sitting right back over there. It's a Mars Hydro. I think it's a ES 8000 or something like that. It's an 800 watt light. So that's definitely something big enough to cover that 5x5. And it also has the supplemental lights that came with it. So we'll go through all that when I unbox that. And I'll be unboxing that within the next week or so. Especially when I'm going to transplant these over into over there into that tent there. So I'll definitely be adding those 2 buckets back to that, making that a 6-site air cube system over there. So we'll have all 6 of those will just be in there. And then on the other side, whatever ones I decide, go over to the 4x4 and the 5. I just had to figure something out over there. But that's all I have for you in this episode. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share, and subscribe. And until the next one, stay baking.